have absolutely nothing to do with this murder, so I'm even here. Quite frankly, this claim is ridiculous. I had no access to the crime scene at any time. On top of that, I was at Cool Company around midnight. I have an alibi. Aloha, I'm Vaughn Cadis, and welcome back to TOC. And let's check the report, because he says he was at Cool Company around midnight. This report was done on the 22nd of September. Now let's check the autopsy of that night. Seems to be September 30th to October 1st. So I'm suspecting that you were doing something else other than this. Am I somewhere with this? Mr. Atme. Ooh, there's something about your testimony that sounded rather wrong to me. Were you really going around to determine the profit you made that month? Not that day. Yes. Is there a problem with that? Nope. Just 8 days before, there was... Why the date on this report? Yep, I was right. Shows that it had already been completed on the 20th... Yeah. Arc? No way. But it's already October now. That means it's been complete for a week already. Ooh. You actually remember the dates? Ooh. So, what's the story with your tie? Mr. Atme, you've been lying to the court. Ooh, where is everybody? But wait, I can explain this. Oh, you know, I was in a chat room with Black Room and he said that was his voice, the objection clip. Pretty awesome voice, Black Room. You know what, just shut it. Who cares what he really did there? The alibi is still strong enough. So can we get back to the testimony? What, is that really it? Wait, what? No, seriously, how does it matter? Nice try finding it, but it's pointless. I guess he has a point. He didn't leave after midnight, so it doesn't matter what he did there. Oh, crap. Exactly. It doesn't matter at all. Well, great. That didn't help me much. That means he wasn't there if the report was done a long time ago. Oh, man. Alright. So let's check out what's over here. And I'd love to hear you elaborating on whatever you think would be my motive. Well, if you saw these love letters that we found in the trash. Oh, that makes sense. Cheesy love letters written by Luna for Larry. Well, the other way around. Let's see what you hear about this. What the heck? Look at me, I'm Gutto, and you should penalize the defense. That's one of my rules. How do you know Diego's voice? How observant. I'd rather not go into detail here though. There, didn't that just spark your curiosity? Admit it, you're just burning to know. Alright, I'll tell you after this parent with me. Tell me. Just kidding, you troll. Too predictable. Oh man. I'd like to hear what you think my motive would be. Okay. I'm gonna... As I explained, affair. What affair? There was no affair. Stop denying it. Even if there wasn't, you might have thought there was. You had to stop Larry from passing that test of courage. Oh, we've been through this. Let's see. I was about to suggest that you wrote the letter. You say the letter was my motive, but there's no chance... There's chance that Mr. Butts passed the test. But if I was the one who faked the letter, that motive doesn't make sense. But if the affair was real, I couldn't have known about the test. If it wasn't, there goes my motive. There is a problem with your thing, because if there is a way to say that you have a motive, then I'm gonna turn it around. Considering this, motive could be still functioning. Please remember the letters we found in the trash bin again. Ooh, I don't really want to remember that. That's really nasty. Just keep in mind that they are found in a location Mr. Atme could have checked out of curiosity. And well, that way he could have known or thought there was an affair. In other words, your motive, it wasn't this test, but simply the affair in general. It doesn't really matter for my case whether it was jealousy or fear or losing your position. Still, that means the test could have been the result of your motive, not the cause. Ooh. So you're saying I typed out a fake test to lure out Mr. Butts to a certain location, right? This is getting interesting, but I suppose you have a point though. Phew. It'd have been bad if I lost the motive here. That's currently the best I have against him. Oh, we're getting somewhere. I have the feeling we are not making any progress here. What? I just had the feeling that we are making progress here. You're late. I mean, that makes us how many times? Your Honor, there are several questionable issues in this witness's testimony. To be honest, a lot of them seem rather forced to me. Face it, Snake. He couldn't have done it. Mr. Azama, Mrs. Adley just confirmed again that she did really see Mrs. Admi around midnight. Why does this say bailiff? Thanks, Luna. Your case just completely collapsed. Aha. I must say this was a surprisingly fun, a battle of wits. What's happening to him? Huh? What's wrong with him now? Anyway, this is bad. However, oh, the bailiff is talking. However, she also elaborated on the fact that she wouldn't forgive him if he kept secrets from her. She made it quite unclear. She made it quite clear that this is about the uncertain actions of Mr. Admi after midnight. Someone is in trouble now, and that's the person playing this trial because he has that much life left. What? Are you doing something behind your back's wife as well? It's nothing like what you're trying to imply. So, gonna give us the bitter truth or risk your relationship and therefore your position. Both will probably be a relatively entertaining outcome of this trial. Why can't I read today? You. Uh-oh. He's gonna go crazy. Just like he's gone crazy yet again. Mamma mia. He's done it. Zavari! The truth has for once been unelegantly revealed to you. Uh-oh. I am not a detective anymore. Do you know how any idea it is to resist? I love being surrounded by chatter. Oh, dang. So he's been holding this in. What an insane man. What this? Seems like everyone today has a secondary crazy mode or something. I am done with hiding. Done with hiding? Is that a confession? Safari, listen before you draw conclusions. I will reveal the truth about myself. Being forced to reveal this darkest secrets. Look at me, the tragic clown. Oh wow, someone else has tried to be really clever there. So are we trying another testimony? I'm afraid so, Your Honor. Let's listen to what he has to say. Oh, here we go. Ace Detective, look at me. Ooh. Look at me, listen to me. Whoa, this music is awesome. I'm about to explain your actions. I was actually never able to stop being an ex-detective. The masses were in need of my genius. However, I had to be a proper husband. I thought Luna would never accept me like that. That's why I tried to suppress it, but it didn't work. I had to be a detective. I needed an audience. I could impress with my deduction. That's why on certain nights, I'd only pretend to be busy with work so that I could still be one. Regardless, that is all I'm going to confess to. My alibi is still sound, so give up already. Unless you're saying that I could have killed him by sneaking into the tower before midnight. There is no other connection between me and Mr. Butts. I really know nothing else about him. Damn. I'm assuming someone tried to slice you off, but that tie got cut. The complete pointlessness of this testimony is dazzling. Bit dazzling. I have the feeling we're going in circles. So it's time to end this. No, it's not. Your Honor, I still have the right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may perform this cross-examination. This is bad would be an understatement now. Hey Mia, are you still there? What do you want? As you probably realize, there are pretty bad chances, but there might be a way to overcome this obstacle. It's about as risky, but may be the only way. What are you trying to tell me? Have you ever heard of super objections? I've heard of super kamehamehas. This isn't a fighting game. You are aware of that fact, right? It's a legendary technique I came up with. Well, you're not really in the job right now. In that case, it can't really be a good idea to rely on it now. No, I've actually tried this several times. Really? Those attempts ended horribly, but it should still be theoretically possible. If they all ended horribly, why should I do it? I think Edgeworth actually succeeded in doing it once, and a few other lawyers. Basically, you present multiple pieces of evidence at the same time in a testimony. It's quite handy if one piece of evidence alone doesn't seem quite decisive enough. Also, that's what you meant by super objections. I've done that several times. Whoop, I burped. What? But that's my technique. You didn't even know about the official name. Do you really think it requires that much skill to realize that it's possible to do something like this? I mean, it's not like somebody could stop you if your argument is only sound with multiple pieces. Yeah, but I don't know. I felt like I was physically unable to do it until... Whatever, I got it. That might be a useful idea here. Especially since I only have one shot. Ooh. But I do have to be careful. Presenting too many pieces of evidence could backfire. If I don't focus only on the pieces that are necessary to show my point, it won't be accepted. After all, a C-type attorney would probably just present the whole court record at one. Yeah, I should do that. Problems over there? Problem? Udgy? Keys anyone? What's the matter? Scared? I'm ready now. Start the cross-examination. Ooh. Look at me. Listen to me. I'm about to explain my actions. Press. And why aren't you telling us the truth before? I was about to explain that. May I go on? Not so fast. It doesn't matter. You just can't lie on the stand. You are implying I lied because I'm in fact the culprit? You can bet on that. Shh. Silence. Interesting. So that's how it is. It's becoming all clear. But exactly. When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump to conclusion. Am I wrong? Ooh, you're really going into character now. Well, yeah, you're wrong. What the? Did he expect to actually be able to get something like that correctly? Or he's the one with that? Phoenix? What's wrong? Nothing. Yeah, he deduced you. I see. It must have been the influence of your friend over there then. In any case, you are too quick to judge me. May I proceed? Sure, let's hear it. I was actually never able to stop being an ace detective. The masters were in need of my genius. Hold it. How do you mean that? Exactly. You were an ace detective? Sorry, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to myself. A lawyer, a pianist in a Russian restaurant who is also playing poker matches in an underground room, a judge, and my girlfriend's calling at me right now. Hold on. And we're back. Whoa, that's a big eye. A judge. And, wait, no. You got a problem? Come on, if you want to play detective, do it properly. What kind of a ghost that would cease to exist if people forgot about it? Oh wow. What are you? What are you? I have no freaking clue how you came up with that. Anyway, I used to be a detective. Solving crimes, hunting thieves, a lot of things. Don't you remember the newspapers? I was on the front page once. So you're saying that you enjoy receiving that sort of confirmation of your abilities? Exactly! I wanted more people to acknowledge my genius. What is money compared to fire? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is your money worth in the end? Fame will make you immortal. Money won't. Well, I use money for food, so money makes my food. You make some kind of point there. Let's proceed and not delve into that. However, I had to be a proper husband. I thought Luna would never accept me like that. Press. I see what you mean, I think. Elaborations. My Luna is a walking history book. However, that feeling when she elaborates about me is uncomparable. Ooh. However, as a CEO, there are certain duties you just can't work as a detective at the same time. And I'm sure once she'd gotten to the know of my duties, this is a really hard accent. She'd have tried to do it by herself. That's surprisingly considerate. I'm more and more confused about whether those two are working couple or not. Zvar, that's why I prefer to not tell her about this one time. That's why I tried to suppress it, but it didn't work. Oh crap. We're really going off on a tangent, kind of. Really? Silence! You have no idea what pain I, Luke Atmi, had to endure. A god isn't a god without people to worship him. The same applies to a genius. Do I have to elaborate? Nobody was baffled anymore, because there was no one to baffle. Ooh. My wife is a star for herself, so you started to baffle your wife? Oh, that's really bad. It's hard even for me to actually impress her. No one. There is no one there. You know, I can't quite agree with that. People loving you, people acknowledging you, what the crap? You have to make them be mad at you, make them hate you, despise you. That's the way. Even that would have been fine with me, as long as they'd acknowledge my genius. There we go. Now you're starting to understand. My accent's getting weirder and weirder for these people. Those two are actually getting somewhat along. Didn't see that one coming. I have to be a detective. I needed an audience I could impress with my deductions. Hold your objection. Yeah, Faye, you didn't hear his explanation over the sound of me being more awesome than you. Ooh, isn't this ADHD syndrome pretty self-explanatory anyways? Zavali, let's set a chapter where I made a deduction nobody else could say that. I love it. Elegantly revealing the situation, demonstrating my genius, that is what I live for. My one wish, my one desire. If blah, 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 blah. Ooh. That's there. How is this not self-explanatory? Point taken. That's why on certain nights, I'd only pretend to be busy with work so I could still be on one. Okay, and what exactly would you do? Simple. Since it wasn't that easy to find a mystery without leaving the company, I used a laptop to play detective games on the internet. Really? I'm quite famous on several pages as Detective Zavari 81. Detective games on the internet? Indeed. You know the ones where each person gets beside a row? You mean like Epic Mafia? It's quite thrilling, trying to deduce and lynch the criminals. Of course, I'm always the detective, regardless of what the game is trying to make me believe. So you were secretly having this hobby, and that's what you did yesterday as well? I am afraid you are quite mistaken, Master Fight. I did nothing of the sort yesterday. What? Why are you explaining all of this to me then? I believe what you meant to say is that I did this today, seeing how I didn't start before midnight. Fine, if you want to be that specific, but you're still claiming that's what you were still doing, right? That's what I was doing. My colleague, I think I've seen Philo before, would be able to confirm that I was on alibi. Who would have thought that the alibi would actually get even more solid? Well, fine, move on. Dang it, is there really nothing wrong with this testimony? Regardless, that is all I am going to confess to. My alibi is still sound, so give up already. Oh crap. How is it still? No, I can't even ask that question. It's still sound. Problem, Monty? By the way, of course we checked that keycard database stuff. There's nothing wrong there. So I'm afraid it's absolutely, definitely, categorically impossible for him to be the murderer. Oh crap. Oh, what are you gonna do now? You have only one chance to prove stuff. Enjoy getting marked as one of the worst attorneys in town. Oh dear, the murder should have taken 52 places after midnight. But if his alibi is perfect, there's no way he was at the church at that time. So how? Don't stop thinking, Maria. There has to be a way, even if it's really just a rough guess now. I wonder. Did you figure something out? I had an idea there for a second. I'm not sure if it actually worked, but darn it, anything would be fine. What? Okay. Wait. Unless you're saying that I could have killed him by sneaking into the tower for midnight. Unless you're saying that I could have killed him by sneaking into the park. Well, nothing really to go on here. There is no other connection. Wait, no. That was right there. It was right there. I wonder, huh? Oh, nothing. Just wondered about something we heard earlier today. Well, obviously I have to use something that was mentioned earlier. Could you stop having all those weird hunches today and actually think of something concrete? Hey, don't blame me. This is my job. Okay, where did I stop? Unless you have... I have a feeling something's here, but... Did I press here? Let's see if I pressed here. Well, you're not really actually going to suggest something like that, are ya? I mean, that would be the crime of the century, the most ingenious alibi of our time. But no, from what I know about the case, that is completely out of the question. Please do not make a fool of yourself by trying to prove me wrong. No, please try. Please make a fool out of yourself. It's not like I could think of a way. Huh. Wait, oh crap, I keep skipping. Let's go back to where I was. It was here. There's no other connection between me and Mr. Butts. I really know nothing else about him. Sorry. No other connection? I've never met that man. Are you absolutely sure? Look at me. I've never absolutely had no connection. I have no connection with Mr. Butts. Nothing at all? Stop bluffing. I don't know him. Oh. So aside from that affair issue, there's nothing else connecting you to Larry Butthead, is there? Well, duh. The defense basically asked the same question 4 times just now. Tristan, the witness already answered. You will see your line of questioning before I throw donuts at you. Understood. It's not like I could find anything else. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and try to... Look at me, listen to me. Okay, he's just talking about himself. He's talking about Luna. He tried to suppress it. He tried to be a detective, so that's just being him. That's why on Tuesday nights I'd pretend to be busy with work, so I could still be on him. Okay. Regardless, that is all I'm going to press you. My alibi is still sound, so get over it. Okay. Unless you're saying that I could have killed him by sneaking into the tower before midnight. Okay, this is really a frame that we have to look into. There is no other connection between me and Mr. Butts. Alright, this is another frame. If there's a connection somewhere. It has no mention of look at me in here. Except the husband. Let's see... The candle? No. Crap! Okay, let's try with the first one. It was, right here. Unless you're saying that I could have killed him by sneaking into the tower before midnight. Nope. We're going to super present. Which piece of evidence do you want to present? What was the statement again? Oh crap. Ooh, ghost trick music. Nice. There will have to be a way for him to be there at the night, so Wait, what was it again? Oh, wait a minute. Leaving no trace behind. Dry ice. Business report having dry ice in here. And what if the dry ice was held in here? Oh my goodness gracious, I think I've come up with something. Well, if it works, then that's awesome, but I think I'm just... There has to be dry ice in here. There has to be dry ice in here. And you were talking about this because you wanted us to believe that you were busy with this, but you were busy. You were not busy making the reports. You were busy with the things in the reports. Is that all? Or do you need more? Add more. No, that should be good. Objection! This is it. Did I really? Is this trolling me? This has to be it. This could have worked. Okay, everyone. Let's have the absolute silence now. This is the best part. Oh no. I'm not quite... Oh no. You deaf? I said shut it. I wasn't ready yet. Alright, the recorder's set up now. Oh, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Recording. I can go ahead. Uh-oh. Understand me. Your alibi is null and void. Pardon? I think I misunderstand you. You heard me right. I can disapprove your relevance to your alibi. This cage gave it away. Because there's dry ice in there, that's what I think. The cage? What? Mrs. Furry, that's enough for your blush. Listen to me before you judge me, Your Honor. That sounds like, listen to me before you judge me. Object. Silence on the cheap seats. I'm recording here. Whatever. Why are you recording again? Whatever you came up with, there has to be a flaw. I didn't commit this crime. No, but you brought it. How about we analyze this cage first? I finally found its purpose. It was moved there right before the murder. Obvious, a cage is used to store or carry something inside, yet this one is found empty. The next logical step is to figure out what was inside the cage and how it helped with the murder. You also have to note the fact that this cage was closed when found. Ooh. I have no idea where you're trying to go with this. Riddle me this. Why was the cage closed? Because there had to be something inside, and it had to get out somehow. I'm right. Sorry. Sure, the murderer could have let it out manually, but then why would he leave the cage at the crime scene? So, whatever was inside there managed to get out of a closed cage. Ridiculous, so what? And what does that have to do with the murder? There is one thing I can think of that could have gotten out of the cage without leaving a trace. And it just so happens to be one of your company's cells. Oh yeah, dry ice! Oh baby. Ooh hoo hoo. Awesome music. Older! Really a fairy. What is the dry ice you just mentioned? We actually heard an elaboration about it, didn't we? Dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide. And the special thing about it is that it goes directly into a gaseous state if it isn't kept cool. Understand me? You used dry ice, didn't you? You used dry ice to make the victim suffocate. What? Shortly before the victim arrived, you snuck into the room and placed a cage with dry ice there. You knew the victim would stay in the room shortly after because you faked the challenge. And after that, you went back to Cool Company and had nothing more to do than just wait. Ooh boy. After that, the following happened in the church. Larry arrived at 11:48 and entered the room a few minutes later. He didn't suspect a thing. Shortly after Mr. Berg arrived to see why there was someone in his church. This must have been when the light went out and Larry figured out that something was wrong. The CO2 began to spread and pushed the oxygen away, making it hard to breathe. Larry went for the door, opened it, but Mr. Berg awaited him for him there. He received a hit with the Bible and staggered back into the room. He probably thought that Mr. Berg was intending to kill him and quickly locked the door again. Since he couldn't use the door now, he obviously opened the window, but it was too late. He fell unconscious while opening the window and fell inside. Instant death. The end. That is... wow. You're still talking. Wow. You deserve the last applause of the trial. Seems to match up perfectly. Yeah, congrats. Are you serious? That's dry ice? That's murder method. This should account for everything relevant in this case. Mr. Berg is not to blame for his actions. You almost had me tricked, but I saw through you. You killed Larry using the trick I described. Look at me. Wait. I sort of have the feeling this is not it. I sort of have the feeling this is not it. That is brilliant. Ah ha 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 ha. You come up with a fake thing, but it seems so real. Is that a confession? Of love? No, I don't want that. All those years could never forget. To think nobody could have ever figured it out. To keep thinking my crime secret would be that painful. Why am I stuttering? Not only did I find someone I could tell how ingenious was, there was also a feeling of guilt. Oh boy, that's Mon, all his years. It was impossible to forget his face. And now I was finally offered the chance to atone for my ingenious isn't me, or something feels wrong here. That's what I'm getting. Mr. Enemy, are you denying your involvement, or is that a confession? Yes, I confess. It was me. I killed him with that ingenious dry ice trick. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself. What? You used this line before in the actual game. You have no idea how long I've come to say this. It's time to atone for my sins. Here I am, the tragic clown. Wow, so reminiscent. I have no idea how that makes sense in this context, but okay. I guess he just uses it every time he breaks down. This can't be it. It doesn't feel right. Click. That was a pretty good show, Mrs. Frey. Mr. Hazama, is there something left you'd like to say? In fact, nope, no objections. Good game. GG. Wait, what? Did he suddenly turn reasonable? Huh. Seems like we managed to do it. What about you? What about you and that key? Yeah, it seems that way. We're not done here. That is enough. The court is ready to announce a verdict. It seemed that at the very end, Mrs. Frey managed to turn the case around and unveil the truth. Well done, Mrs. Frey. Thanks to you, another innocent was spared from an unjust verdict. Thanks, Your Honor. The court hereby... Objection. Objection. There's gonna be an objection. Right there. Right there. Well, right there. What? This can't be it. I guess that was nice. Yes, I knew something was wrong. I knew it. Something was wrong here. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Holy crap. Alright, let's count how many ha's you sang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 1, a 6, a 7, an 8. Let's see how long this goes. Let's check my watch and see how this will be. Hey, where's my phone? Didn't Mia Fey have a pink phone with her? Congrats, Mia Fey. Congrats. Once again, you saved the day. Isn't that just wonderful? What the hell is his problem? Anyway, it seems like this case is over. It's not. It's not over. Until Phoenix tells me why he had the key. Or maybe my theory is just weird. Never mind. I guess I won. Phew. Can't believe we managed to turn that one around in the end. Yeah, it was a tough fight and a clever trick. But in the end, Larry's murderer got what he deserved. Yeah, now he'll be able to rest in peace. Thanks, Mia. Well, technically it was me who told you that a super ejection would save the day. Oh come on now. It's not like you had any idea what to do. True. So, want to celebrate? Burgers? Sure, wait. You're going to suggest the bar you're working at, aren't you? Well, that's the only place where I'm getting a discount. You can't win me over with drinks. No thanks, boy. I know a better place. Let's go there instead. Alright then. Wait. Stop! Hold it! Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Ah, Mr. Bud... Stickler, congratulations. I have to express my thanks to you. Who would have thought that I was actually responsible? Though I do feel bad for hitting the victim like that. He might have been able to escape. Don't worry about it, you weren't responsible. It was that devilish trap. I know, but still, such an unfortunate coincidence. If I hadn't been there, he would have still been alive. Again, it's not your fault, Mr. Enemy is blown to blame for this. Yes, you are correct. Fair enough, Mr. Larry but might have been able to escape if Mr. Berg had been there. Dang you! I wonder if Adney could consider that. Maybe he actually just wanted to make Larry think he failed the test or something. Huh, yes, that might be it. Are you ready, Mia? Sure, let's go. Wait, I will dine with you. Let's celebrate in the name of God. Is it really like fashion? Is it really custom for a defendant to eat with the defenders? Alright, fine. And with that, the trial was over, and everyone was happy. I still have a bad feeling about this. A bad feeling. The murderer was arrested, and another case reached a satisfying ending. Or did it? I feel like there's more to this. Let me think. Yes. Perfect. Hilarious. Oh my god. I hope you're all still watching because it's time for a fun extra show. Let's have a little fun with our murderer, shall we? Congrats for catching him, by the way. But that just isn't enough now, is it? It's time for some extra fun. What is next? Oh boy. We're gonna stop here because I knew there was something coming up. See you guys in the next episode, guys. And I'm really sorry for like stuttering a lot in this episode. I don't know why I kept doing it. Anyways, peace off.